WrestleMania is billed by WWE as the grandest stage of them all. Well, just because the show happens to be one of the biggest spectacles in wrestling doesn't always mean that the matches showcased are the best. Sometimes they're just the absolute worst. My name is John, and these are 10 of the worst matches in WrestleMania history. One could argue that this match between Bryan and Sheamus helped Daniel Bryan's character in his storyline leading up to winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30. But this match wasn't even the main event, even though Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, which, seeing as though the match only lasted 18 seconds and consisted of one brogue kick, not putting this match on last was probably for the best. To use someone with the kind of talent and technical skill that Daniel Bryan possesses, hell, even having Sheamus in an 18-second match for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania is just absolutely ridiculous. Jake Roberts versus Rick Martel at WrestleMania could have been way better if they would have developed the storyline more, maybe done a little more work in the ring, or maybe not have had these two compete against each other blindfolded. Look, this wouldn't be too bad if the stipulation was added for a match on any other program, but there is no reason to have these guys run around aimlessly for 8 whole minutes and make wrestling fans in attendance for the grandest stage of them all simply suffer. The first ever match between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg had a very momentous build-up, along with a ton of controversy. Lesnar and Goldberg was seen by the fans as a clash of generations and more than anything a dream match. But word started getting out that both Goldberg and Lesnar would be leaving the company after WrestleMania, so the fans in attendance voiced their frustrations throughout the entirety of the contest, as it seemed as both competitors just did not even seem to care about the match at hand. And that made this match, well, it was a train wreck, except it's like the two trains that are about to collide are going 3 miles per hour and are backing up, and then going forward, and then backing up. But hey, that doesn't matter, we had Steve Austin as the special guest referee and he gave 2 stunners. WrestleMania 9 was Undertaker's 3rd time to compete at the event, and he was set to go one-on-one with the Giant Gonzalez. The match consisted of a ton of late reactions to strikes and very stiff movements from Gonzalez, and the match ended with Gonzalez being disqualified after putting a cloth over the mouth of The Undertaker and forcing him to pass out. After the match, The Undertaker was stretchered to the back where he shortly arose from his slumber and went back to hit a clothesline on the Giant to force him to vacate the ring. Let me first start off by saying that having Vince McMahon, who was 65 at the time, and Bret Hart, who had to retire because concussion trauma, compete in a match together, what exactly do you expect? The match was made into a no-holds-barred match where Vince came out and looked as though he had bought off the entire Hart family to assist him during the match, only for him to find out that Bret knew about his plan, and the Hart family ended up helping Bret beat down Vince in a very long and very soft-hitting affair. Kane versus the Great Khali. Just saying that match to myself reassures me that I am about to witness the most spectacular match in history. The Great Khali just can't have a good match with anyone, and having him compete in a 6-minute match on the grandest stage of them all against the 7-time winner of the worst feud of the year, this is just a recipe for disaster. The match between JBL and John Cena for the WWE Championship was just plain boring. To give you a better idea of just how boring and terrible it was, Dave Meltzer gave this match a 1.25 out of 5 stars, and this is one of your biggest matches on the entire WrestleMania card. The boring aspect was witnessing JBL beat on John Cena for a good 7 minutes to see Cena get back up and make a comeback in the following 2. It was great to see Cena come out on top and finally get the title the fans felt he deserved, but the costs were too high when you take this match into consideration. At WrestleMania 9, Bret Hart was set to defend his WWE Championship against Yokozuna, and thanks to Mr. Fuji, the big man was able to beat the Hitman. However, after the match, Hulk Hogan decided to come down to the ring and check on Bret. Mr. Fuji then decided to challenge Hulk Hogan on Yokozuna's behalf. Hogan accepted and won the title in mere seconds. the Miss WrestleMania 25 Diva Battle Royal. Okay, why in the holy hell are we fighting over the title of Miss WrestleMania? Seriously, whose idea was it to have 25 women compete in a match together just for the sake of this being the 25th WrestleMania? WWE were even reportedly looking to bring in past talent such as Lita, Trish Stratus, and even Chyna for this Battle Royal, but they couldn't get any of these people back in the company, so they decided to say screw it and have Santino Marella win the match in drag. Michael Cole should have never been in a wrestling match, and on top of that, seeing as though he is a play-by-play commentator, he should have never even turned heel. Anyways, Michael Cole had a match against Jerry Lawler at WrestleMania 27, and the match lasted over 14 minutes, which is just ridiculous for a feud that doesn't even benefit any current wrestlers that are trying to use the time these guys are taking away from them. And that is just the worst. And these were 10 of the worst WrestleMania matches ever. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more wrestling videos.